Yeah. So I'm at the party and I'm just chilling out by the pond outside at my parents' house, and brother A's wife comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, is everything okay? How come you're kind of just hanging out over here by yourself?" And I'm like, "No, everything's not okay." And and she's just like, "Oh, and what's up?" And I'm like, "Well, it's kind of sensitive. Like, is it okay if I talk to you about it?" And she's like, "Yeah, go, of course." And so I tell her that I just found out about the herpes, and the only person that I could have got it from was from my high school boyfriend under circumstances that weren't okay. And it just makes me feel, dirty. Like, that's what I said to her. And she told me, like, it is so common, so many people have it, and it's treatable, and when it does flare up, like, it's only for a little bit, and like, don't be embarrassed. Like, brother A, her husband, she's like, my husband, after we got married, we found out that he has genital warts, and so he had to treat those. And it's not comfortable. And so, like, at the time I was like, "Oh, someone else in my family has something that they've had to deal with that's, not fun." And like, that, made me feel a little less alone. But whatever, I understand. She was showing me that it's more common than you think, that like people around you have stuff going on like that, and like you have no idea, and like that's okay. Like, just as long as they treat it and like, let their partners know about that. But um yeah, so unknowingly at the time, I was being informed that brother A has something that I have, and the only way I could have gotten it is from skin to skin contact with somebody. So you put one and two together, and logically, that makes sense that I got it from brother A. And once I found that out earlier this year, once I found that out, this memory came back, not of him abusing me, but of me as a child with my dolls processing the abuse that my brothers were doing to me. And oh my gosh, like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? And yeah. So shortly after I find that out, I treat it. It's awfully painful to treat them if you don't like just have them surgically removed. And I went the medicinal route, I guess, and like did topical treatment of them to have them remove themselves. And like literally, when like, they're gone. Like, I complete the treatment of them, and they're gone. Like, the week of it's just so weird the way things work out. The week that they are healed, the warts are gone. And yeah, and I'm like, hell yeah, they're gone. And within that week, I receive a letter from brother A and a letter from sister A, his wife. And It's just so weird how like that kind of thing happens. But the thing is his wife's letter, you can like it's very obvious that she's going to therapy. And she's, you know, she's like, you heal and how you need to heal. You know, need to support my husband and do what I feel is best for my kids. And I'm like, yep, like that makes sense. I never asked you to do otherwise. And, you know, like every time I've reached out, it's been because I'm trying to inform. That's all. I'm not trying to do anything but inform when I reach out. Like, because if I had kids, I would want to know, even though it's fucking hard as shit to hear, to see, to read, like, I would want to know. But I don't know, everyone deals with things and they can choose what's best for their families. I get that. But anyways, yeah, she was just, you know, setting healthy boundaries with me, and like that is 1,000,000,000,000% okay, because everyone needs boundaries. Everyone has boundaries. So, yeah, like just reading through her letter, like I 1,000,000% understand where she's coming from, and you know, I get it. Like I didn't feel any sort of way. I just hope that she's doing what's genuinely best for her and her children. You know, because that's what's most important. And so anyways, that's her letter's very, very thoughtful, very, like long, like more than a page. Like it's like a full-on white printer page. I don't know exactly the size is that, 10 by 11 I think, but like, yeah, a full page, and then even more onto another, and like very, very respectful, very, very peaceful, very obvious that she is learning how to communicate in healthy ways. And like that's very commendable, and like good for her. Good for her. Like seriously, it's hard. I get it. And then on this little tiny piece of paper, if you're on my YouTube, you can see